Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and smash that like button. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we got more updates. Okay, Tekashi is still on the stand. Okay, well, he's not anymore, but this is how it kind of wrapped up today. So we already went over the first part of the day. He continues to talk about Trippie Redd, and how he wanted to set him up, and how they got him at the hotel. Okay, he implicated Harv, Shoddy, Trippie Redd, Casanova. He's just naming everybody. Okay, who else did he name today? He named something else, but we'll get into that in a second. So now he continues, and he says, we went to confront Trippie Redd in Times Square after that. But Frenchie was there. Frenchie BSM. This is, used to be with Waka, used to be with Gucci, used to be with Maserati Fox. I think he was with Giuna for a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, for protection when in NYC. Already, you shouldn't really worry. Frenchie is not protection for Trippie Redd. But anyways, Trippie should have checked in with us. 9 Trey. We drive off because there's a lot of police presence. Shoddy fires a few shots into the Sprinter van. What happened after the shots were fired? Tekashi says, the shots hit the car, turning to a robbery? And then it says, I was at 31 Kingston, my residence at the time, with Jorge Rivera, my driver. He says, Shoddy put a bullet in the gun to start, and I started filming. Why did you want to record? To show we robbed them. They disrespected us. Now video being shown. Government. Geez. All right, so they showed the evidence, and then it says, in the middle of Times Square, in the middle of the day, Tekashi says, what the F? Am I effing famous by now? And someone's gonna see me with a fully loaded weapon in my hoodie. We tried to flag some cabs down, but they weren't stopping for us. So we take the train. And I'll continue with that in a second. But this is crazy. He's naming so many people. And so as far as name like Trippie, Casanova, Frenchie, BSM, he just keeps naming people. Then we said, so they didn't really get into more. I don't know if they got into the part where he was kidnapped, but we'll have to see. Oh, now here he goes. Now here he goes. Harv told me to stay away from Casanova. He was a B-ass and a snitch. So Casanova is allegedly a snitch now. So. Now it turns to the Barclays Center. 6-9. We're in a tunnel. The doors open, and 30 of Casanova's people came rushing at us. 6 or 7 of us. They were trying to get to me, but I made my way in the back. Shoddy told Fuquan Lovick to pull out the weapon and shoot it. I see my guy running with a gun, and then I could have tried to lock the door, but it was too late. The person who ran up was Harv's friend. Objection! Judge Engelmeyer says, the jury will disregard the description of someone as Harv's friend. But I don't ever get that word objection, because how was the jury supposed to just, I don't remember that anymore. It's already been said. And they probably planned it that way. So then it says, Tekashi, he's like, shut the F up and get out the car. Harv was like, there too, wearing a red hoodie. There was a scuffle. My driver wasn't making the decision any better. Objection! Judge says, sustain. No options about the driver. Just what happened. Then it says, Tekashi says, I was telling him, bro, I put the money in your pocket. I did right by you. I was tired of being extorted. Harv goes in the car and takes my book bag with my laptop. They tell me to get in the car. That bumped me. Harv gets in the driver's seat. Tekashi, we drive like a minute, then Harv stops and gets out, running with the weapon back to Jorge, or George, I don't know how you say it, who's following us. George puts it in reverse. Now video from Tahoe, owned by George Rivera, with subtitles in English. Wait, there's a video of this? Okay. Tekashi, I was pleading with Harv. I mentioned my daughter. Judge Engelmeyer cuts. Okay, so this is part of the kidnap. Okay, so it says Judge Engelmeyer cuts in. Your daughter was not there, right? The judge says. Just say what happened, Mr. Longear. You may have to lead. This is. I don't know what. The way they type this is a little confusing. But it says, Tekashi says, I see the phone flashing like it was recording. Tekashi says, Harv made me say 3 times, I'm not Billy. They picked me up from the floor. Judge Ungermeyer cuts in. Let me see counsel at sidebar. Well, okay. Tekashi says he offers to give Harv $100,000 in the morning when the bank's open. Nah, Harv said. What you got right now? They drove to Kingston. We came to an agreement. If I gave them my jewelry, they would let me go. He asked mother of his daughter to bring down the jewelry. So Sarah. Sarah brings the jewelry down. They grab the jewelry. I was expecting to be let out of the car, but Harv kept driving. They let me out right behind Smurf Village. Harv said, get out the car. I said, no. If I get out, you gonna shoot me in my back. Harv said, get out the car. So he detailed that too. Jeez. It's getting spooky out here. So we have Tory Lanez reacting to all this now. Tory Lanez says, let's get one thing clear. I do not condone any form of telling, snitching, or anything of that sort. When I spoke about Tekashi, it was 4 or 5 days ago, before him taking the stand. I have real family that did real time because of this kind of stuff, and I don't play around at all. However, I will say, like I said, when he was out, he was a funny guy and entertainer, and what seemed to be genuine dude. And the side of him I remember. The one thing y'all not gonna do though is make it seem like I condone any talking on the stand or any kind of, like telling on people type stuff. There's a code that we live by where I'm from. Okay, but I don't get this thing where like everybody talks like this until they're in a situation where they're facing time. I'm telling you, man. It's cool to go by the code. From the mob movies made it to go like that. You don't know who somebody is until they do something where that this code applies to, and then they're put under pressure. It's true. Then it says, but anyways, we live by where I'm from, the umbrella of my hometown. Don't ever get that misconcepted. All right. Now, Iggy and Wendy Williams go at it because she was talking about Nicki Minaj retiring. She said, I think Iggy retired and we waited around for her. I guess we did. Like she's a white girl. Has that privilege. I don't know how long we're going to wait around for Nicki. Then, Iggy responded, who's the crackhead in the halfway house with all the gossip thing? Okay, Iggy. You're not really like you were before. You need to fall back, Iggy. She says, Wendy Williams is a walking Mike Tyson tribal tattoo slapped over a deeply set C-section scar. I've had enough. Iggy, I'm sorry. I think a lot of people have given up on you. You were cool in the beginning. Then you said a lot of things you can't take back. So I don't think anybody's really buying into that. What did somebody say? Somebody said, that white girl don't play though. Someone said, okay, so maybe people were siding with her. Everyone fake in the situation. So she's fake too. Oh yeah, because she said, who's the girl with the fake body? That's where it all came from. She said Iggy has a fake body. So does she. So does Wendy Williams. So yeah, she said, a lot of people say they're riding with Wendy though. Who are you riding with? And what do you think about the latest from the Tekashi debacle? Let me know, guys. Check me below in the comments. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I'll check you guys in the next one.